Renée Sferrazza, your sommelier, here to put amazing wine in your glass. And these are my liquid pleasures. Have I got something for you? 2 spring-summer wines that are just so quaffable. You can throw them into an easy carry bag, and they are great for all of your food matching needs. Not to mention, both of these wines have an amazing story behind them. Of course, when we talk about the stories of wine, we love to dive into the glass about the region, the grapes, the winery, and how the wines taste. However, these wines have a very meaningful story behind them. It's a story of love and wine, and one that dives into a wine family's philanthropic ventures. Flip over any bottle of the Magnotta Venture Series wines and you'll see a very important symbol, the burnt orange symbol of the G. Magnotta Foundation. This is a symbol that means so much to one of Ontario's OG wineries and the matriarch behind the brand. The G. Magnotta Foundation and the symbol on these bottles is the story of Rosanna Magnotta's philanthropic efforts and a summation of love and wine. With May being Lyme Disease Awareness Month, let's dive into what Magnotta has been doing to give back to the world and help those suffering with Lyme disease through their Venture Series and the G. Magnotta Foundation for Vector Borne Diseases. And now I think it's time that we taste the wine. I have the Venture Series Chardonnay here. It is a sole varietal wine from the VQA Niagara Peninsula region. You know, this is a wine that's done with 16 months aging in both French and American oak hybrid barrels. And I really want to dive into this beautiful colored wine, so amber and golden. On the nose, you get these beautiful honeydew melon aromas, a little bit of Anjou pear, and golden delicious apples. But at the same time, there's almost like a buttery spice cake note and a little bit of herbal characteristic. Let's get on to the palate. On the palate, this is a spice-leading wine. There's a touch of fruit notes, but it has this wonderful expressive acidity and a very long finish. This is a wine that is perfect for the foods of the season. You can pair this with lighter meals or even seafood dishes too. When Rosanna and Gabe Magnotta first started their winery, neither they or their family knew how much their lives would change. The winery was a dream of Gabe's, and Rosanna, with her biomedical background, jumped on to help her life partner explore this winemaking dream. However, Rosanna will be the first to tell you that making wine and being in the wine business is not easy. And it's trickier still when you lose the person you've shared a life of wine with. After a long and brutal battle, Gabe Magnotta passed away from Lyme disease in December 2009. And Rosanna and her family came together to hold the winery and really uphold it. However, they took a reinventive approach, and in 2012, she started the G. Magnotta Foundation for Vector Borne Diseases in loving memory of her husband, Gabe Magnotta. Let's dive into this red wine. I have to say that when you're drinking a wine that gives back, it honestly just tastes so much better. This is the 50-50 red blend from the Venture Series. It's a split between Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. 50% of each grape is part of the wine. It's a VQA Niagara Peninsula wine, and it's done for 6 months in large oak casks. What this wine communicates so well is Ontario's terroir and its ability to make wonderful medium-bodied wines with tons of levity. Diving into it, it has a beautiful ruby tone, and let's get into some aromas. There's beautiful notes of blackberry and black cherry, touches of currant and clove, And it's really just tied together so well with vanilla and sweet baking spice notes. Let's get onto the palate. On the palate, this wine is so refreshing, so well lifted. There's some wonderful rustic tannins in there and a great brightness in the finish. This is your red wine that's gonna help you dive into grilled meats, stews, and more umami flavors. And you can really dive into a full venture of food, pun intended. The Venture Series wines are wines on a mission. Every wine as part of the Venture Series line has proceeds that go towards the Magnotta Foundation for Vector Borne Diseases, funding the foundation's research into better testing, diagnosis, and treatment of Lyme disease. So if you're looking for a wine that's here to benefit society, a wine that gives back, this is the way to go. There are more than 20 different wines in the Venture Series line. These two are just the tip of the iceberg. Across the entire portfolio, the Venture Series really has a wonderful triumph and exuberance to the wines. They're filled with emotions and flavors and a mix of an entrepreneurial spirit and the family's story behind the glass. Enjoy a wine that gives back this month. Check below for all the information about the Magnotta Foundation and how to add the Venture Series wines to your cellar. Be sure to leave a comment and let us know what you think so I can come back here and tell you more amazing wine stories and taste them along with you. Cheers!